We love hip hop.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, man, it gets kind of annoying when it comes to dealing with taking shit down and all that.
It's the worst,
stuff,
man.
bro.
Tell me about it.
Listen, fam. But like I was saying before we even started this, and like I kind of do rolling starts when we do our pods here. If people want stuff taken down, bro, I charge them a bag.
Yeah.
I'm as advice to you right now.
Yeah.
If anybody wants their shit taken down, send a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I pay my editor, you're paying my editor, and you're paying me.
Yeah.
For like because I'm the one coming up with the questions. I'm the one bringing you to my space. I'm the one putting time, and that's labor, you know? That's labor hours, but yeah.
They don't know how much work goes into do it. And you see now that you're getting into the interview
and we're
space,
rolling, right?
We're rolling.
Okay.
Now that you're getting into the interview space, bro, you're going to start seeing like these times where you're like, bro, what do you mean? Like,
yeah, I already noticed that. Yeah. We
had a great conversation. We're sitting there for an hour chopping it up. Like, take down what? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but let's get into it. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread here with another interview for your head top. I'm really excited to have this conversation here.
Let's
go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like content creator to content creator. You know what I mean? I like talking to rappers, and different artists in the scene. But when I get to chop it up with people who do the same thing as me, I feel like I get a really valuable conversation and something that the audience can also, learn from. So with no further ado, we have the real Toronto news in the motherfucking building. Where's my air horns?
Friday, thank you for bringing me. For the people that don't know, I own a small meme page in Toronto. Real Toronto news.
Small meme page?
Small meme page.
Get out of here, bro. You got 100,000 plus followers on your page and stuff. Oh, before we even get into it, I want to make sure I do a quick salute to the sponsors. You know, I gotta pay these bills. You know
go ahead.
Salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, delivery all over the GTA. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. 1 second here. I'm just doing my volumes here. Diamond Club _Canada. Also, hit them up. They got, flour, edibles, all types of good stuff. All right. So once again, you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed website, as well as the Leafy Things website, Diamond Club _Canada. Also Steaming Hot Grabber. Okay. If you need to grab a blem, you know what I'm saying? They got all different types of dispensers, like grabber shakers and, cans of grabber, bags of grabber, all types of good stuff and different flavors. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steaming Hot Grabber. And last but not least, Beer Medicine, okay? This is a new dispensary that just opened up in Scarborough. Beer Medicine, where bear things are gone. It's over at 131 Montezuma Trail, 1 light north of Finch, off Brimley, okay? It's the only dispensary in the East that carries high-end cannabis, caked, and they have shatter, grabber, oils, extracts, shroomies, select brands of edibles, all out of BC, and they got exotic snacks and stuff like that. Like, listen, fam. I got some Pepsi, some Japanese Pepsi, and one of these things I'm going to be breaking into later, seaweed Pringles. Seaweed chips and stuff like that? You ever eat seaweed chips?
I never had it, but I heard of it, yeah.
But they've infused seaweed chips into a Pringles. I'm going to bust one of these open later on.
Let me see the Pepsi.
This crazy, fam. Hit them up on their Instagram, Bear Meds 416. Okay,
I'm gonna holler at them. I see this. I'm like, yo, I want to try this right now.
Yeah, and they got a Brampton location also. Okay, West Side Munchies. Okay, it's 186A Main Street South in Brampton. Scene, but let's get into our conversation here.
Yeah,
because there's a few things I want to chop it up with you about.
Yeah.
Besides like your come up in this whole like social media game, just like some of the things that we deal with as content creators, right? So first of all, just your year. We're at the end of the year right now. Biggest highlight for you of 2023.
Biggest highlight of 2023, like Lil Pump said. For me, it was probably starting the podcast. Because for years I've been grinding on IG. I've been accomplishing things there, but accomplishing something on another platform was much better, you know? Just starting a new platform is an accomplishment, you know? Like, over the past few years, you know, I got bags. I got a lot of clout. My page got a lot of clout, made really good connections. But like stepping out of my comfort zone, speaking on this camera, having this conversation with you right now, that's an accomplishment for me.
Yeah, fam. You know? Because even like when it comes to like us having this interview right here now, it took a minute too. Like,
you invited me last year too. Yeah, I just couldn't. It wasn't the right time, you know? Now is the right time.
Yeah. And this is pre-podcast. I've been like, yo, we need to chop it up. I think I tried to do a whole panel with all the different
just give them their time, you know?
So it's you're definitely stepping out into a different lane right now. Even with the page itself, right? And for the people who don't know, who live under a rock, Real Toronto News on Instagram, okay? They're the ones with the black logo, with the white, okay? Bunch of followers. When did you start that page?
This was 2018. 2018, around May. 2018, May. I just started it. I had one of my homie helping me at a time.
Okay.
And then like in around 2020, 2021, I started paying him. But when the page got taken down, you want to do other things in life. And I said, good stuff, you know, because the page is not reliable. It was at one point, but like, what if it gets taken down again, you know? I could make money for like 6 months, and for the rest 6 months, it could get taken down. I'm good, but I want to make sure he's good, you know? So right now, I'm just doing everything by myself. But I started this page in May 2018, and I was just seeing the music out there. It wasn't like, there was a lot of good music being pushed out there, but not all of it, you know? There was like a side that wasn't really getting pushed out at one point. And honestly, I wanted to make that a page just to support that side and support everybody, you know? I just wanted to like have like some rappers that were talented at that point to have their buzz too, you know?
At the time, were you posting memes or different news stories, or was it mainly just music?
Oh, that time. This was 2018. I started posting music at first, and I started posting memes. And then what really blew my page up was the fights. Fights here, there, fights. All that stuff, like, you know, and blew it up, you know? And then before I knew it, like, I just did it for like 8-9 months, and then I just reached 100K. And this is the time the Raptors were playing Milwaukee Bucks before they got their championship. I remember there was a video of them, like, of someone going from doing fireworks in the opposition's teams in their hotel. And that blew me up, you know? That got me like 100K, you know? But yeah, I just posted every day. And when I was doing my job, I didn't really do my job, like my real life 9 to 5. Like I was one of those jobs where I could do bullshit all day. So what I basically did was work on my page for 8 hours, like not 8 hours, probably like 4 or 5 hours a day on that page, and 1-2 hours of actual work. And that was the right recipe. I got really lucky with that job too.
Let me ask you just a off-brand question, and we'll get back on center, right? Are you a laptop guy, or are you mainly a phone guy? Like, do you do laptop too?
Both. On the page?
Like, not just on the page, just like in general, like, cause let me break down what I mean. A lot of people, they're technically savvy, but the people who are, most of the time, they're in front of a laptop too at some point, doing some research, dragging a video, something. And then there's some people who start getting new to technology and like they just learn everything on the phone. Are you a laptop guy and a phone guy, or are you just mainly phone guy? I'm
like 80% on the phone. I'm much better on the phone. Laptop, I probably spend like 2 hours a day on it, but the phone probably like 7. On the phone, I'm much better.
Okay.
So I can edit any video on the phone. I can make those TikTok clips. I could do almost anything on the phone because I learned the skill over the last few years. But laptop, I remember a few years ago, I was making a YouTube video.
Okay.
Like top 10 artists to watch out for in 2019. I believe I put Doovie in there before he even blew up. And I made that video myself. I just watched one YouTube video and I'm like, oh, I got to learn it. Timing, this, editing, It took me probably like an hour or something, but like it came off good, you know?
But it's not the same as like
I'm much better on the phone.
You're better on the phone, yeah. Okay, I just wanted to get that information just so to get a little bit more to know how like you and maybe other people who be doing the who have big social media pages, get these posts up, because I'm a laptop guy, bros, and a phone guy, but sometimes I do a lot of the stuff like the designs and different things on my laptop and then put it onto my phone. All right. But with the page, you mentioned a time that you got the phone, you got the page taken down early.
Yeah.
What happened? Why was it taken down? Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, with delivery all over the GTA and now all across Canada. They got the best selection of flour, edibles, and pens, and all types of goodies that you need. You can find them on their Instagram page, _Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed app as well as the Leafy Things app. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop Network, and they may give you a discount. Big salute to Diamond Club. Cheer!
This was in 2019, October 2019. It went down for like 3 months till like January 2020 it came back.
Okay.
And then it didn't give a reason. And then it said, when I got it back, it said, this post violated the community guidelines. And I look at the post, bro, the most cleanest post ever.
Wow.
I was just targeted. And I couldn't reach Instagram because Instagram has the worst support ever.
Oh, for sure.
The Instagram is $1 billion company. But they have the worst support. Meta, Facebook, the worst support. Like I tried to get it back, and then you couldn't help me get it back.
Yeah.
And I had to reach out, wait. I had to play the waiting game. It came back,
Okay.
And it was nonsense, bro.
Well, listen, fam, that's the page that we see now.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to like restart a new page at some point.
No, I'm lucky.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. Prior to getting into this whole social media game, podcasting game and stuff like that, what were you into?
Like my personal life?
Yeah.
I was like a student athlete in high school and a bit of like a nerd, Not a nerd as in but like I like doing stuff on like computers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Like something like that your parents would be proud of, like someone I guess like decent marks in school and is in the sports team, And plus I knew like a 1-2 with the computers.
Yeah.
I was kind of like that. But then like after like I went to university, I just didn't like it. It was not for me,
Yeah.
Like I could get one of those jobs, but I don't want to be like making like 60, 70K a year and then pay 30% taxes. I just realized that I'm like, yo, I got to do something else. And I was also a big fan of the Toronto music scene. Like since I was a middle school actually. I used to listen to Genghis Khan in middle school. I used to listen to Heartless G, Moolah First, Sam G, LP the Original. I used to listen to a lot of those guys. Turk, TNT Turk. I used to listen to those guys in high school.
Wow.
When like I used to listen to Toronto music before it was cool. Before there was these Houdinis, before Northside Benji, before Pressa. I used to listen to Toronto music. I was banging out, Moolah First and Pyrex.
Wow.
That's why I'm still a fan of them till this day. But yeah.
No, that's dope, man. That gives me some insight also. Like even with this page, and like getting into like the social media game, did you have your own personal Instagram prior to even starting? Yeah,
I don't have it right now.
You probably don't even have time to even focus if you did.
Yeah.
But prior to that, were you just like a regular Instagram person and, just posting like dinner and dumb shit like that?
No, not really. No, but like every month or two when I used to turn up, post a picture of this bottle or if I get a rental, post it up.
Yeah.
Or if I get my homie's chain, post it,
Yeah.
I used to be like you, like a regular, I still am here and there, but not too much though.
Yeah. Well, fam, like once you start a page, which is essentially like a media page, it's not your personal life anymore. It's not your personal opinion. It becomes a whole other thing. You know what I'm saying? And the name, right?
Yeah.
The Real Toronto.
Yeah.
I was on the Real Toronto.
Shout out to you. Yeah.
Right? Was it inspired by the DVD? Did you see the DVD back in the days?
I seen that like 7-8 years ago before like all this, I'm tapped in with the scene,
Yeah. So was that part of the inspiration for the name for the page?
Yeah, Real Toronto, yeah.
Okay.
Real Toronto. It's kind of it did influence me in some way, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that. And then I wanted to post my own news, so I said Real Toronto News. That's it.
Yeah, because even when you think about it, like just, you post a lot of news, but you post a lot of different, Toronto's very hood. There's a lot of hood shit, right? Yeah. And that was our first preview of seeing the hood on camera like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Even when it comes to like getting into this game and like you're posting now, you're updating the scene on what's going on and stuff like that. Have you ever had anybody like, yo, can you take that post down, fam?
Yo, honestly, I would have it, but when you have those messages that you can't see, I'll be busy the whole day, and then next day I'll see it. All right, whatever. If it's someone's content that I posted, and their permission, I didn't really get their permission, I'll take it down. I'll respect it. It is what it is. If someone doesn't want you, even though they will post it themselves on TikTok, they will get all the love in their TikTok. And then when they enter the real world, they see what people really think. Like, nah, take it down. They want to live in their own delusion. I let you live in your own delusion.
So you're talking about the people who they start seeing the comment in your comment section and that starts hurting them.
Yeah. Those are the ones that want it taken down, you know?
You never had the ones where like you posted something. Like, fam, I broke in a story. I won't say who.
Oh, Toronto rappers.
Yeah, I posted something where a man was on the run. And then I got some DMs immediately like, yo, take that down. You ever get one of those?
Yeah, I got it. And then, I find it like kind of hypocritical because they're not going to say anything to CBC when they post it. They're not going to say anything for CTV, City News. No, nothing to them. But when it comes to me, you, Keep Six, take it down. Like, doesn't matter. It's not gonna win or it's not really gonna help the cause. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
but
it's already well known.
Yeah, they look at us at a different standard too, though, fam.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're like, "Come on, fam, you guys are the man. Them, you know, don't you hold us down." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can get kind of sticky, fam.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be real. If they write me like a few lines or like a paragraph, and I'll just feel bad. I'll take it down. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know.
Yeah, but you've probably gotten some. Like, what's the wildest type of DM like you've received?
Oh, hey, like threats.
Yeah, like about a post.
Huh?
About a post that you posted, and it's like, goof.
Okay, so it was never about someone on the run. It was someone getting into a fight with someone. And then this person, like, I think it was a fight. Yeah, they got in a fight with someone. And then they're like, in that video, and they just made a fool out of themselves, you know?
Yeah,
they made a fool out of themselves. It was posted on other social media platforms. This, that, you know? Like, I think even news sites, it was that big.
Yeah.
And then this person was like to me, oh, take it down, da-da-da. I'm like, yo, it's posted everywhere. He's like, oh, watch when I find you. I'm going to trace your IP address. I'm like,
holy.
I'm not going to lie to you. When some artists, when they say, oh, please take it down, I'll respect it. But this person was just talking too much. I didn't take it down till this day. Actually, when I got my page back, I deleted everything. Then I took it down. But the way that person was talking, I'm like, what? You know, but anyone else, I'll take it down. It's okay, you know?
Yeah, you just got...
Just ask, if you want someone taken down, just shoot me a message. Hey, please take this down. Or even, can you please take this down? Whatever, I'll take it down. Doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
Just don't come up saying, oh, no, if you don't take this down, I'm going to do this and that. Like, bruh.
Goof, pussy. Yo, take it down or else.
Yeah. Come on, man. Just show some respect. You get respect back. Like, come on, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit petty. I'm not that petty, but like I'm a bit petty, you know?
Have you ever used your platform, now that you mentioned petty, have you ever used your platform for evil? Where you're like, you know what? This guy, I'm not gonna spare you now. I'm gonna post something and let you feel this fury. You know what I'm saying?
I actually don't. From the top of my head, I haven't really done that to anyone. Yeah. Unless they made a fool out of themselves on the internet and it's on smaller pages, I'll just take it, post it. But like to go out of my way and just make someone look that bad, nah. I don't think I did that.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's crazy because, you know, we're in the same field, but we kind of do different things sometimes. Like, for example, like I do the live streams, I get on the podcast, and
that's genius. Who in the city's doing those live streams?
But you know, that comes with a cost, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm giving my opinions on different things.
And people don't always agree with it, you know?
Exactly, right? It can cost a guest. I've lost guests because of that type of shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But even with that, with a podcast, right? What made you start one?
Okay, so this was earlier this year. I realized for the last year or two, my Instagram growth, okay, my money is around the same. I'm generating about the same or a bit less, you know? If I really want to put in work and reach out to sponsors, I can get more. But my follower count has been going down ever since I came back. Ever since, I think November 2020,
okay.
Instagram, before when you had like a private page, Instagram would share that private page when you when you're in a friend group and you send those links out, you could see which page it is.
Yeah.
And then Instagram stopped that. And that ruined a lot of Toronto blogs, their followers count. Like me, Straight Out to Six, you know, so a lot of our pages. And then I realized, for 2 years, my followers are just going down. I'm posting good content.
Yeah.
I'm posting good content, but my followers are going down. I'm like, there's a matrix against me. So I'm like, whatever. I'm just going to like step in a new niche, you know? And then I realized, I've been watching podcasts for like 2 years, you know? I've been watching like Bradley Martin, Joe Budden, Fresh and Fit, Piers Morgan, Andrew Tate, you know? I like a lot of different niches when it comes from hip hop, when it comes to Red Pill, when it comes to people just talking, just to talk, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then that influence, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm going to start one too. I have like a lot of people I'm close with. So like a lot of people I promoted and a lot of people I have good connections with, and they can tell you a lot. They can like talk for hours. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make one right there. Because there's no point of me just posting all day and my growth is the same.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? I'm going to focus on a new platform. Plus, what if my page goes down again? You know, what am I going to do? Am I just going to sit, look at the wall all day? I'm not going to do that shit. I'm just going to like start our next niche, and that's it.
So now that you're in the podcast game, like you're very guest driven, right? Like, do you have any other plans?
Guest driven? What do you mean by that?
Like, for example, we're doing an interview right now. Okay. That's an episode.
Oh yeah.
Right. But then I also chop it up with my co-host, and we'll sit down and just chop it up about whatever trending topics that are popping off. And that's that's another episode. Yeah. Right. Are you going to be doing some of that? Like, you're going to get a co-host eventually and you and your co-host chop it up, or is it going to strictly interviews? Yeah. There's plans in the future. So I'll just have like a co-host with me. Cause I'm not going to lie to you. I cannot speak in a camera by myself for like an hour, 30 minutes straight. That's not easy, bro. It's not. So I'm going to need like a co-host maybe soon in the future. Just talk about what's going on. This person got their chain snatched, or this country is warring with this country, or what happening in sports. Talk about everything, or this celebrity got cheated on by this celebrity, whatever is going on, we'll talk about it, you know? No, fam, I would love to see something like that, fam. Yeah. Right? And it also helps to extend the life and the growth of your podcast. Okay. I'm just some game quick fast, because years ago we used to be very guest driven too. We used to just only just do episodes when we have a guest. And then sometimes some guests didn't show up. Yeah. Right? We were talking off camera about some of those different guests that didn't show up. Annoying. Right? So what we ended up doing, and salute to PK Herc, my co-host at the time, we were like, yo, let's just do an episode. I would say, let's just do an episode. We'll talk about whatever we have as topics going on, period. So that if there's no guest for the week, we still got podcasts. Pushing content, yeah. Yeah. So that's a good advice, yeah. Yeah, man. Just some game to you. But even with booking guests, how do you go about booking guests?
Utopia. An imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect. But here at our Utopia, nothing is beyond your imagination. We offer an enhanced recording experience located in Eastern Toronto. With professional quality recording, mixing, and mastering, we believe that every artist deserves an experience nothing short of utopia. To experience your own state of utopia, visit utopiarecords.ca to lock in your time today.
A lot of people have been reaching out to me, and like more than I expected. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started, no one really reached out, but like after like that Lady SB interview, a lot of people reached out to me. After like those clips went viral with like Black of the Dawn, with like Chris Sky, with all these people. When they see it on Instagram, the clips going viral, then I get a lot of people reaching out to me. Yeah. And there's also people that I want to work with, that I really wanted to work with, you know, for like a long time, that I want to sit down, you know, and I just reach out to them. I just shoot them a DM. Hey, let's do like an episode. Yeah. I'd love to have you as come on my show. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. You know? But yeah. You shoot a DM at Drake yet? Yeah. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did. You got him, bro. Sometimes he reads it, sometimes he doesn't. He didn't read it yet. So but Drake, I'd love to have you on, please. RTN podcast. And when you're done, come here. We love Hip Hop Studios. Make like 2 trips in one day. We'd love that. We might have to battle on where he goes first. Holy. But yeah, man, that's dope, man. Even with the cancellations, have you ever had one of those, like what we were talking about off camera, like just somebody freaking ghosting you, fam? Oh, I didn't really get ghosted, but like there was like one rapper that stopped last minute, but he had like a valid reason. I'm like, yo, it is what it is. You know, like I could have understood that, but if like someone ghosts out, it'll be too disrespectful. You can't just ghost last second or not show up, you know? Yeah. You gotta like make it like known the night before or early that morning, something happened. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Even though you mentioned Lady SB interview, right?
Yeah.
She's recently went around on her rounds again. She was on freaking Fresh and Fit.
But yeah, no jumper.
No jumper.
Yeah,
right?
shout out to her, yeah.
2-part question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
First part of the question, are you a little bit cheesed that they're not mentioning your fucking name, fam?
Yo, I learned from that. Now, if you look at my YouTube videos, always has Real Toronto Podcast in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. You want to take it? You want to take... Yo, shout out to Plush, because she got me viral on TikTok. And if you want to duet that, my watermark is there. So go ahead, be my guest. Steal it now. Steal it now. There you go.
No, fam, because I'm there watching different people react to what was going on, and they're like, "Oh, she was on some podcast. She was on some." Fam, I would be at home
all those
hot,
podcasts. All those podcasts. If they don't say Real Toronto News, all those podcasts. If they don't say Real Toronto Podcast, fuck them. I don't really care, you know?
Fam, I'd be hot if I was you. Like, I'd be like, fam, like, yo, it was Real Toronto News Podcast. Like, don't some podcast. But the second part of the question, though, she said that you guys fabricated the story or have few different stories. And
I didn't
then
fabricate no story.
She went with one of the stories, and she told you to take it down, but it never got taken down. Can you clear that up, fam? What happened, fam, with that? Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabba with a variety of different Grabba flavors and dispensers. They got red rose Grabba, that red herring Grabba, and peanut butter. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabba, and use the code We Love Hip Hop and receive a discount on your order. Again, you can find them on Instagram, Steamin' Hot Grabba. Now let's get back to the show. Cheer.
Okay. When you came to my podcast, what did I do after the interview? I said, if you want anything taken down, you watched it. You didn't want anything taken down. You're good with it. I do that with everyone. There you go.
Yeah.
I do that with everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I just bring them to my spa. Here's this clip. Watch it. What do you think? I'll give you a few days. It's an hour long. Watch it. You want something taken down? I'll take it down. If you don't, that's it.
So she's seen that before it went out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. I just wanted to clear that up because I'm just seeing her make her rounds, right? I'm just clearing it up
too, because I don't want people coming to my podcast and they're thinking, oh, this person's gonna do me dirty. This person's gonna do me dirty. All that stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's not me.
Yeah, and you know
the way I showed you hospitality, I showed all my guests that. So.
Oh, for sure. And like even with you, like you were like very adamant, like, yo, you want to see what we're gonna be asking first, and I was like, nah, listen.
Yeah.
Like you're very above the board when it comes to this shit, man, and I respect it. Even with the you got the mask here, right?
Yeah.
And we spoke about it when you had me on, right?
Yeah. Shout out to the mask.
Are you ever going to, do you have a plans for a face reveal? Do you have like a date, a specific goal, anything like that?
I don't have a date or a goal right now, but right now I'm just going to have this on. I'm just going to have this on, and I'm repping this Free Palestine. I have this too with it. But like for now, no. Maybe in a year, maybe like, you know, let's say YouTube super blows up. I have 100K subscribers. Maybe then. But like the way I'm seeing it right now, I don't think I'm going to take it down. I don't think I'm going to take the mask off right now.
Yeah. You know what? We start learning as we're posting on these different platforms, what we can and what we can't post. Instagram moves the goalpost of what you're allowed to and what you're not allowed to post. Like how have you been able to navigate through that? Like, have you had some posts that, you know, once upon a time were cool, then now you see, oh, it's, you know, they put a strike on it or whatever Instagram does. Like, how do you deal with that, fam?
Instagram is the worst app. You see a big page, they can write the word sex, they can write the word pimp, they can write the word terrorist. Nothing happens to them.
Yeah.
But when you write sex, you have to write S, mark X.
Yeah.
When you write terrorist, you have to cover the E and the O, or else you get striked for it. Instagram is like the biggest waste app there ever is, fam. They will not let you. They don't play fair. They just attack. They'll just take you down just because you write sex.
Yeah.
And then another page that's way bigger than you, they just have a check mark. They let that happen. Yeah. It just picks and chooses.
Yeah.
Literally. They just pick and choose. They'll just take you down for nothing.
Even with there's a new law, or it used to be a bill, but now it's a law. I forgot what it's called now. It's a NEWZ Act.
Bill C something. Yeah,
it was Bill C11.
Yeah,
and it became
Bill
now
C11,
the NEWZ something Act. And I seen on I think it was Wave Room or one of those posts. Like somebody tried to send me a post from them, and it might have been even one of yours too.
Yeah.
Right? Where when they send me the post in DM, I can see the post, the video moving, but when I click on it, it says not available or it gives some sign. Have you started getting any of those? Or big salute to the sponsors, Bear Medicine, where bear things are gone. Check out their location at 131 Montezuma Trail, 1 light north of Finch off Brimley. The only dispensary in the East End that carries the high-end cannabis brand Cake. Also available shatter, grabba, oils, extracts, shrooms, Sec brand edibles out of BC, and exotic snack shop munchies all in one. Check out their 2 locations on the east side, 131 Montezuma Trail in Scarborough, 1 light north of Finch off of Brimley, and in the west, Munchies, 186A Main Street, South Brampton. If you say we love hip hop, you can get a proper grade, never shake pre-roll. Big salute to the sponsors. Now let's get back to the show. Cheer. Have you gotten any of those?
No, but I was actually very nervous, bro. I was peril. I'm like, yo, all I do is post news all day for like the last few months. I was posting news, Trudeau, government, NDP, immigration, da-da-da. And then I just see that happen. I'm like, oh my God, not again. I got PTSD from getting taken down twice. I have PTSD from that, you know? And then I look at that shit. I'm like, nah. But thankfully though, they didn't hit me with that, you know? They hit like CBC, CP24, Rebel News, like, you know, a lot of big pages, but like, they never hit me, and like, thank God, you know? No,
not only big pages, fam. Like I said, if I'm saying it correctly, I think it's Wave Room. Wave Room is the
they're a big page, right? Yeah.
Fam,
them and Six Strip got hit.
Yes, I can't see their post, so they're starting to.
Now they're clear. They're clear now.
They're clear now?
Yeah.
I haven't checked in a while, but when it was first happening, when I started seeing the commercials on CP24 also, I go to look at those posts. When somebody sends me one, it gives me one of those signs, bro. Like, has it changed even some of the posts that you're like, are you still heavy on the news? Are you, cause like, I don't see all your posts.
Yo, to be honest, I post around the same, you know, a lot of news and then a little bit of some entertainment and like some promos, but like, it stayed the same for me, you know? I was, like, after like August something, I realized, yo, they're not going to attack me. They're not going to take me down or have me banned. So I just posted the same thing.
Yeah. And you got backup pages too. I see you got a couple.
I got one. Yeah.
Is that, did you set up the backup page right after like the first time getting taken down?
Yeah. I think a few months before that, I already prepared, you know? Yeah, I already prepared before that. I think I made a backup page like a year after I made my main page.
Yeah.
Just in case, you know? Just in case. And then,
No, it's smart.
Yeah.
No, I listen, fam. I actually need to do the same. I work two pages, right? I work my personal page as well as the We Love Hip Hop page, right? So, but one is not the backup to the other. They're both, you know, equally important. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just to broaden the conversation a little bit before we finish this here, right? As people who post and we post artists and stuff like that, right? Sometimes some of the stuff that we post, artists get mad. We post news that gets crazy. But
yeah.
Do the blogs have a responsibility to the artist?
When it comes to posting their music or the news?
Like if somebody fucks up and we post it, like I think we're just doing our job.
I think these artists, they should give the same energy to CP24. They should give the same energy to CTV and all these blogs. Like, we're doing our job the way these blogs, the way these news sites are doing their jobs, you know? When there's a shooting, they have to cover it. When someone gets arrested, their mugshot is there, they gotta post it, you know? We're just doing our job. They're providing news to their followers, we're providing news to our followers. It is what it is, you know? Yeah. But like if let's say like a rapper really doesn't want it, like really wants to take it down, he writes me a paragraph, then I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll take it down, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool, you know?
Do you think that, like, how do you think that we help the scene? Like as blogs, and also on the other side, how do you think that we hurt the scene?
I think we help the scene by pushing their music, of course, and also the news, the new good like a rapper making a TikTok and it's entertaining. We put it out there. Yeah, they're gonna get fans from that. That's really good. Or like if two rappers are recording something, you know, like a collab between them, and we push it out, we're doing good. When we post news about them, you know. Things like that. We're pushing them out. Actually, even if we post bad news about them, they're still gonna get followers from it. You know,
that's true.
Like anytime we post them, good or bad, we're helping their brand. We're helping them get their followers up. You know. Yeah. And then the bad news is that like when it comes to like two rappers, you know, they're beefing on IG Live. There's like 1,000 followers. Sorry, 1,000 viewers, 2,000 viewers. They just go back and forth with each other. And then our job is to like share the most entertaining content. And we take that content, we clip it. Like, honestly, yeah, they do stir the beef up themselves, but we still do add a bit fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like a lot of followers, you know? It still adds fuel to the fire in the same way.
Yeah.
Even though they're taking L's themselves by like doing it in front of 2,000 people. Who knows who could be watching?
This
You
is
know,
true.
it's screen recorded, you know? Even if we don't post it, someone's gonna make a page on YouTube, something streams. They'll get 40,000 views. And then yeah, you know, so yeah, we do hurt the scene a bit like that. But it is what it is, you know?
It is what it is, fam.
Comes with the good and the bad, you know?
Yeah. Even like with our scene, right? We've mentioned a lot of different rappers in our conversation here. A lot of these rappers that are on the come up underground scene, some of them who have been successful, right? But we have Drake here, and Drake's the biggest rapper in the world, coming from Toronto. Do you think Toronto can make another Drake? Maybe not Drake talent or what he does exactly, but another guy on that level.
Another guy on that level. You see, I look at people like Michael Jordan. I'm like, can we have another Michael Jordan? You know, it's a question like that.
Yeah.
But then I look at Argentina. They got another Maradona and Messi. So I'm like, yo, we could do that. We'd be lucky if it's soon. But Drake is like a one generation type of artist.
Yeah.
Like once in a generation, you know? He's like a LeBron. He's like a Michael Jordan. He's like a Messi. So like, I don't know if we're going to see it in this lifetime, maybe in the next, but hopefully we see it sooner than later. Cause like, it's hard to have someone like that. Drake is someone who's been like super relevant for like 14 years. That's crazy. That's like some Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's the Michael Jackson level, you know?
Yeah, but even with like, let's even like cut it in half. Let's say Drake's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Just to put a number on it, somebody who can be as successful to get half of his success, because even half of Drake's success is super successful.
Yeah, it's still super successful. Yeah.
You feel me?
So
like we can't have like another one like that from Toronto because we don't have somebody who's even half as successful.
Is the Weeknd there?
No, The Weeknd is on his own.
Yeah, he's on his own.
Weeknd is as successful, sometimes some months more successful than Drake when it comes to certain records. But I'm talking about another rapper. Drake raps. Remember that. Weeknd don't rap. Like, we can't get another one, and if so, how can we get it, or what do we need?
It was Tory Lanez, like someone. He's from.
He
Brampton,
was close, fam.
Like,
he was getting there.
He was getting there. Yeah, Tory Lanez. We can get someone there. We can get someone to like a Lil Baby level. We could definitely do that.
Yeah.
Definitely do that. You know, like right now, like you know, Houdini had that potential. R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
But like I still think we can find like that gem out there. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you think we're as hot as we used to be back in 2018?
No, we're not.
Why, bro?
We're not. I'll be real with you. We're not.
And you're not the only one who said this answer. Why not, fam? What are we not doing that we were doing in 2018?
Yo, that year we had a lot of buzz. We had a lot of buzz. We were pushing out the music correctly, you know? And our, like, you know, the music was way better. The music was way better. Like, a lot of the music we're hearing is like very repetitive now. It's like the same. There needs to be a new sound. I see some people working on like doing like Afro beats type of stuff. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
We need more of that. But like the music isn't as good. And it's a little bit too repetitive. But like I want to see them put in work, you know?
Yeah.
I want the city to have the same buzz again, you know?
Yeah.
I want the city to blow up. We have like another Drake, like, or even someone like Lil Baby level. But like I see Toronto, like let's say the UK in 2018. They were popping back then too.
Yeah.
And the UK is still popping now. Toronto though, we were popping 2018. We're not popping like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so like I think the city fell off, and also the rappers, you know, a lot of them passed away, RIP, and a lot of them went to jail. That hurt the scene a lot. That hurt the scene a lot, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of good rappers.
You're right.
But that's a big issue right there too. But
yeah, fam, you're right. Because I was even able to make a whole video on Toronto rappers in jail, and like the people who I had on the cover, like burner bands, different people. I'm like, wow, these guys are like millions of views on their music. Yeah. Everybody who was on there had millions of views on their music video. Top 5.
Doovie, burner bands.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's crazy, fam. And last question I have here for you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Actually, last couple questions.
Yeah, anything you want, brother. Anything you want.
Podcaster to podcaster, right?
Yeah.
What do you think the Toronto scene needs to do to have rich podcasters? Like how America has the Joe Buttons and Nori and all these different guys who are making a killing off this content game.
Yeah.
What do you think that Toronto needs to do to get to that level?
Honestly, they say Toronto is a hating city. It's kind of true, but also it's our responsibility too.
Yeah.
It's not the people's job to tune in. It's our job to make them tune in. We have to come up with the best content. We have to bring the best guests. We have to have the best shit going on. And we have to make the best TikTok clips to get them interested. I think over the last few years, like the rappers, they made people interested in their music. But like right now, like you are like one of the very few people that are making people interested in their podcast. Like Voices from the Staircase 2 and Seeking Success podcast. Like recently, they've been doing it too. People are interested in them. I think it's our job as podcasters to stand out.
Yeah.
Because we can't just put out shit content out there and be like, oh, no one fucks with me. They don't want to tune in. It's my job to spend hundreds of dollars an episode, make sure I have the best cameraman there, make sure I have questions prepared, make sure I speak as well as I can, make sure I bring the best guests. Because if I make a whole project and a few things are off, it makes everything look bad, I got to take that L. I got to hug it right there.
Yeah.
So it's not the people's fault at the end of the day. It's our job to make the best content, the best piece possible out there so that it has no choice. People have no choice but to watch it. Yeah. People are talking about it. It's on TikTok. It's on YouTube. It's going to be in the front page. They have no choice but to talk about it. That's what we have to do as podcasts.
No, fam, you're dropping some gems right there, yo. Real Toronto opened up the jewelry store today, fam.
Hey, I brought game out today, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, fam, I with me having a conversation, like I said in the beginning of this, when I have conversations with people who do what I do, it's so much more fruitful, fam, because not to diss the rappers or anything, but we get to trade game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. What do you got coming up next for the 2024? I can't even say for the rest of this
2024. Ooh, because the year ends in like 2 months. It's crazy. The year went by quick. Honestly, I'm just going to work on being consistent. Shoot 2 episodes a week. Get consistent on the page, try to get like 10 to 12 posts out there. Yeah. And then maybe even merch, maybe something that says Real Toronto. Maybe merch, but I'm just working on the podcast right now. I'm just working on that, trying to get the TikTok bumping, trying to get like some people viral, work with the best people out there. I'm just trying to be consistent right now, Yeah. Because I'm going to have the same plan that has RTN. I started that page and then 10 months later got 100K followers. And what I did was just being consistent and putting the best shit out there. I'm going to try to do the same thing, Yeah. Yeah.
And also you guys, last thing I forgot to ask, do you guys do audio? I haven't checked.
No, I've been lacking, man. Oh my God.
Get on the audio, fam.
I have to, man.
Please.
I have to for Spotify, yeah. A lot of people been hitting me up.
Yeah.
Friends, family, people in my DMs. Make a audio for like 2-3 months now, and I've just been slacking, bro.
Listen, fam, holler at me behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Holler at me behind the scenes, and I'll give you some game on how to get some audio and even do it for free.
Yeah, sick. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll talk BTS, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Real Toronto news in the motherfucking building. Big salute to the sponsors before we get out of here. Diamond Club, as usual. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. Steamin' Hot Grabber, hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabber. And to Bear Medicine, hit them up on their Instagram page, Bear Tings 416. Yeah, man. Real Toronto news in the building. Thank you for having this conversation with me.
Thank you for inviting me, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fruitful conversation over here. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good shit. We are out of here. Deuces.
Free Palestine.
We love hip hop.